Third down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 49, check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check mine.
Operating from the gun. Brady is going to fire one deep over the middle.
That's
And that'll be
a
incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. What? Coming to you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson completes it to Aguilar. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Now Brady. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Brady now 9 of 17 through the air. Brady now to throw. He completes it to Henry. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice gain.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Wait, set 29. Alpha.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Check it, reload.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got his man, it's Williams. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Mark 55, Mark 55.
Now Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
No.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Alabama, 380, 55. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 4. Check 4. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 27, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6', 6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
To throw is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Too little, Cupcake. Shoot, shoot.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's at the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Jackson throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time into the season and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wow.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
We taking wins home.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch.
Greystone travel. Regular.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
From just shy of midfield, Brady, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. 50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Perché non lanci?
Pressure gets to him
Perché non
again.
lanci? Ma
Yannick
puttana di Eva.
Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he finds his target. It's Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa will drop him as that clock continues to run.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for the hometown guys. And to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was the 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, that's the greatest accomplishment in the history of sports.
I believe that if he decided to still play into his 50s, he would still be effective in the league. That's how good he is.
So for the home team here, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.